Over the years, we've communicated with custom rod builders and manufacturers about our techniques of measuring and mixing flexcoat rod wrapping finish. I'd like to show you how we do it. In the wintertime, prior to measuring equal portions, we like to warm our finish so it's no longer cold to the touch. This warming aids in measuring equal portions and mixing the finish thoroughly. Now it's time to measure equal portions. We're going to show you two techniques. To measure small amounts, 3 cc's of each resin or a 6 cc mix, we use flexcoat syringes. Don't use syringes purchased at a drugstore because most of them contain silicone, and silicone is like the plague to rod wrapping finish. When measuring larger amounts, 7.5 cc's of each resin, we use graduated mixing cups. We always measure the part B first, the harder, because it is thinner and levels quickly for a more accurate measurement. We pour in the part A second because it's heavier than the part B, and we'll go through it and cause it to level the same way the second time. We never measure less than 5 cc's of each part when using graduated mixing cups, and we never measure less than 2 cc's of each part when using syringes. Now it's time to mix our finish. We always mix our flexcoat in a mixing cup with a small diameter, round, non-porous plastic or metal stirrer. We never use wooden popsicle sticks or craft sticks. Mix the finish thoroughly. The finish will at first appear marbled, then cloudy, then marbled again, and finally it will appear clear when thoroughly mixed. It is important to scrape the sides and the bottom of the mixing cup to ensure that all the epoxy is completely mixed. Mix the finish until it is crystal clear. Some bubbles may form in the mixture, and while a small amount is no cause for concern, avoid a frothy mix. You can see that we're really not mixing any bubbles into our finish. I think when we warmed it up, it might have been around 90 degrees, and our shop is pretty warm too, so we're really not mixing any bubbles into this finish. You know, if you get too many bubbles in your finish, you really can't see every molecule combined, and you can't see the cloudiness go away. If you're getting too many bubbles in your finish, it's either too cold or you're mixing a little too fast. A few bubbles doesn't hurt. You have to scrape the bottom and the sides of the cup to get a really good thorough mix. You know, I don't like to talk about the length of time for mixing because I want you to mix the finish till it turns clear. But if your finish happens to be around 80 to 90 degrees, it could take 3 or 4 minutes to mix it. If your finish is cooler, it could take up to 5 or 6 minutes to thoroughly mix it till it turns clear. It really doesn't hurt to overmix your finish a little bit. Say 30 seconds past clear. That will really extend the life of the finish and make it stay bright and pretty for a long, long time on your rod. Notice we've got a paper plate covered with aluminum foil, and we pour that finish out on the aluminum foil, and that will conduct the heat out of the finish when the catalytic reaction starts. Now we're going to take you back and show you the finish when we first started mixing. And here the finish is almost thoroughly mixed. Notice the difference. Okay, now we have a perfectly mixed batch of flexcoat rod wrapping finish. Absolutely no marble streaks, crystal clear all the way down. We've scraped the walls of the cup and there's no more marble streaks. We pour it out on the aluminum foil. That doubles the pot life over leaving it in the cup. Discard the cup. Now we're ready to go finish our rod.